2 minutes. Okay. So, yes. So till yesterday we have discussed about what is HDFS, right? So now what we'll do, we'll move towards the practical part. So I have shared the link to download the Cloudera image, as well as I have given the virtual machine as well, VMware as well to you. I hope you all got this. Um,
Yes, ma'am, we got it.
got it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you can do is you need to first download or install the VMware to your systems. Okay. See, I'm assuming that you all have Windows system. Okay. So uh, you install VMware over it, and then I'll demonstrate how to basically incorporate your Cloudera image to it. Okay, so I'll share my screen. I'm not demonstrating the VMware installation, that you guys can do it yourself, right? What I'll be sharing is that how to basically incorporate your Cloudera image. Okay, so here I have this workstation, VMware workstation. So open it. Okay, so this is the your VMware workstation, right? So once you will install it, the first window what when you open, you'll see this. Okay, so now what you need to do is, since I have shared, okay, I'll tell you. See here, this link which I have shared, if you click on it, your Cloudera Quick Start VM will start get downloading. Okay, so I have already downloaded this uh, here. Okay, see, I have already downloaded it. Okay, what you need to do is you extract this image. Okay, this is the extracted image. Okay, now what you need to do is you open your VMware. Okay, go to this open a virtual machine. Okay, then you browse the folder where you have extracted your quick start VM. Okay, click on it, double click on it, and you see a file like this which has this kind of an icon. Okay, and the type of the file is VMware virtual machine configuration. Okay, you select this and open. Okay, when you will open it, you'll see this kind of a window. Got the point? Till now it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you'll get a window like this. Now what you need to do is, before you power on your virtual machine, you need to do some edits in your settings. Okay, so click on this edit virtual machine settings. Now see, since I have a 16 GB system, so I have allotted 8 GB to this machine. Okay,
Excuse me,
that
ma'am.
means I have allotted Cloudera 8 GB of the RAM. Okay, if you have 8 GB, allot at least 4 GB. Okay, and
Ma'am,
if you
uh,
have below four
I think we
GB,
need at least 8 GB of RAM.
yeah, you need at least 8 GB of RAM. Okay, because below that, you'll face a problem like your system will get hang. Okay, since this Cloudera, it's a heavy image. Okay, itself the zip file is already is around 5 GB. Okay, so since it's a heavy image, so you need to have at least 8 GB of system. Okay, देखो 4 GB में भी होगा, but your system will get very slow. Okay, it will work uh, like a sloth. Okay, so just uh, just make sure that you have a system with that. Okay, if you don't have, no issues. Okay, you just see, or you try to grab as much as you can through this system, or what we'll have is we'll have an elab access to you. Okay, we'll provide the credentials to you as well, so some of the practicals you can do, but I would say that not all which we are doing here you'll be able to do that, because terminal works on this image only, not on that elab. Okay, elab will give you user interface, but the terminal experience you will get on this image only. Okay, so um, you can try it out. Okay, so I have given 8 GB here. So first setting is the allocation of the memory, second is the network adapter. Okay, just a second. Yeah, the second setting is the network adapter. So by default, when you'll when you will open the fresh image, by default the setting will be at net. Okay, you need to remove this net setting to the bridged. Okay, now what is the reason behind setting this bridge? This means that whatever network connectivity your system is having, it will be directly taken by the machine as well. ओके, तो आपको नेट कनेक्टिविटी आपका बाय डिफॉल्ट को ले लेगा. ठीक है, थ्रू दिस ब्रिज्ड. Okay, connected directly to the physical network. Okay, so you will not face any kind of an issue if you need to uh, use internet by any case. Okay, so two settings, memory and bridged. We are not changing any kind of number of processors or something. Okay, um, we'll keep these setting as it is. Okay, then click on OK. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'll just power on this virtual machine. See the uh, this process takes some time, around 5 minutes. So you need to be patient. Okay, don't just think that the system is hanging or something. It will take time to get powered on. Okay, so what we will be doing today is we will be practicing some HDFS commands. Okay, so we'll be doing it on the terminal of this Cloudera image, and we'll see how we'll be using these commands to basically create a directory or create a file or basically upload a file to the HDFS. Okay, see, these commands are not very much complex commands. These are very simple commands if you're aware or if you're familiar with Linux. So these are very simpler commands to them that. Okay, so so the aim is just that using these commands, what operations we are just performing is we need to have this key. How can we put a file into the HDFS? Okay, since HDFS is the base. Okay, HDFS, through HDFS only all the access of the files will be done. Okay, all your data will be accessed through HDFS only. Okay, so you need to have your data in your HDFS, right? So to put a file, to make a directory, okay, all these small commands, not any heavy commands we are doing here. Okay, to see the content of the file and everything. Okay, so these are some simpler commands we'll be doing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's taking time. So yeah. Okay. Till then, I just want to ask any questions till now, whatever we have discussed. Any query regarding HDFS, Hadoop?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So your virtual machine is on. Okay. Okay, I'll just close this. Okay, and I'll open the terminal. Okay, so see, since I'm using this image quite a lot, okay, so you can see all these multiple files here. Okay, for you, these files will not be present, these files which are there. Okay, what you will be seeing is you will have this migrate to parcel, trash, launch Cloudera Express, configure Kerberos, okay, Cloudera Home, computer, launch Cloudera Enterprise, okay, and also an Eclipse icon as well. Okay, so this that only these icons you'll be seeing. Okay, so to open the terminal, just right click on it and open in terminal. Okay. Yes. So you will be opening the terminal. Okay. Now I just see service months. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just copy these commands from here and simply paste these commands. Okay, so you can copy paste any command from your Windows to your Cloudera image. Okay, it will take simply copy and paste will work. Okay, now let's open this here. Okay, I'm just doing it so that I will not be switching much frequently from this image. Okay, so let's go to the terminal. So before that, see the first command is sudo jps. Now what this sudo jps will do? Okay, so let's type in sudo jps, enter. See, you can see here these are the different daemons which are enabled on this particular Cloudera image. Now, since so far what we have been discussing is that Cloudera also, the Hadoop is basically works upon the master slave architecture, and it works in a cluster format. This is what we have been discussing, right or no? Yes, right or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so since we have been discussing कि भाई ये हमारा cluster format होना चाहिए, okay, one master and different sleeves, okay, but what you see here is that you are able to have your name node, your data node. Now if you see here, अगर name node and data node are visible here, so that means that this image or your system on which you are performing this, it's a single node cluster. Okay, it's a standalone cluster. That means your system is name node, also it is your data node as well. Got the point? यानी कि आपका सिस्टम ही मास्टर है, आपका सिस्टम ही स्लेव है, ठीक है. All the functionalities will be carried out on this particular single system. Okay, so it's a standalone system or standalone cluster. ठीक है. Got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. So if you see here, now in this standalone cluster, what we are having, see, you can see here we have name node as well, we have data node as well, we have secondary name node as well. Okay, what was the work of the secondary node, name node?
To record the log files and FS image, file system image.
Yes, right. So we have secondary node as well. Then if you see here, we are having resource manager, we have node manager as well. Okay, so these are the two managers which we are having for basically management of the resources. Now the difference here, what you can see, or right now it will not be reflected, but if you see here, agar if you want to see what version we are using, okay, so see here we are using Hadoop version 2.6, okay, and CDH Cloudera, this is the Cloudera version we are talking about, so it is 5.12. Okay, so since we are using Hadoop version 2.6, that's why we could say that here we have resource manager and node manager. अगर ये यहाँ पे Hadoop 1.6 होता, okay, 1 point something होता, so you would not see node manager here or resource manager. In that case आप job tracker और task tracker देखते. ठीक है. This difference basically I'll tell you कि why this such kind of a difference is. So I told you कि things, few things were basically changed, and few things were being added from version 1 to version 2. Okay, so here we had the HDFS, okay, and MapReduce. Okay, and along with this MapReduce was also given the task of basically doing the resource management. ठीक है, रिसोर्सेज को मैनेज करने का काम भी इनका ही था, MapReduce का ही था. ठीक है, बट इन Hadoop 2.0 व्हाट वी डिड वाज, हमने बेस चीजें सेम रखी. HDFS we needed it, MapReduce we needed it, but what we did that कि जो रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट वाला जो काम था, ये हमने MapReduce से रिमूव करके हमने एक yarn इंट्रोड्यूस किया. Okay, so yarn is your yet another resource negotiator. Okay, now जो भी resources का allocation, deallocation, how many containers you want to execute a particular job, all these things were being taken care by the yarn. Okay, through and by removing this resource management work from MapReduce has basically, lighten up the workload for the MapReduce, because before it was doing the processing as well and वो resource management भी कर रहा था. ठीक है, अब जब resource management का work MapReduce कर रहा था, तो उसके लिए हमारे पास job tracker था and we had task tracker. ओके, यहाँ पे जो दो हमारे डेमन्स वर्क करते थे वो थे जॉब ट्रैकर और टास्क ट्रैकर. ठीक है, बट क्योंकि हमने यहाँ पे यान इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया, तो हमने ये जो दो टर्म्स थे इनको रिमूव करके हमने इसे रिसोर्स मैनेजर कर दिया और नोड मैनेजर कर दिया. गॉट द पॉइंट? देखो, वर्क दोनों का सेम है, वर्किंग इज नॉट डिफरेंट. जो काम जॉब ट्रैकर कर रहा था वही काम रिसोर्स मैनेजर कर रहा है यहाँ पे. जो काम यहाँ पे टास्क ट्रैकर कर रहा था वही काम यहाँ पे नोड मैनेजर कर रहा है. So the work profile has not changed, just the name is being changed because we have introduced a new element called yarn. Okay, but that's it, that's the difference. Okay, functionality wise there is no difference. Okay, just we have changed the name. Okay, in order to just you can say, in order to just remove the confusion, not to get confused by the job tracker of version 1 to the version 2. Okay, so that's why thing we can see resource manager and node manager in our daemons here. Okay, so this is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so we have seen that what version we are using, Hadoop 2.6. Okay, now let's come to the next command, Hadoop FS. So it will list all the Hadoop file system shell commands. Okay, so whatever shell commands we have, they will be listed here. Okay, so these are all the shell commands you can use. Okay, we use some of them, we are not using all these shell commands. Okay, we will be doing some of the commands from here. Okay, and rest are for your reference, that if at all by any chance you need to use some other commands or some other commands for any kind of a specific purpose, you can see, and you can see the reference as well, how to basically implement those. Okay, so this is, it's a kind of a help for you. Okay, then Hadoop FS help, this will also give you a similar kind of output. Then comes your Hadoop version to print the Hadoop version. Okay, then comes your, that I have shown you, then Hadoop FSCK slash hyphen files hyphen blocks. Okay, what it will do, will list the blocks that make up each file in the file system. Okay, so basically it will basically show you the number of blocks. Okay, so let's see. Hadoop FSCK slash files slash blocks. See, total size of how many size files we are having, total size is this. Then directories, how many directories, how many files we are having. Okay, total number of blocks, how many number of blocks we are having. Okay, so this is the thing. Over replicated blocks, under replicated blocks is there, misreplicated blocks, 0%. Default replication factor, see, we have set the default replication factor as 1. That means we are just having the original file. We have not replicated it. Okay. Missing replicas, there are 18 missing replicas. Number of data nodes, we have 1. Number of racks, we have 1. Now, why it is showing number of data node as 1? Can anyone answer?
Is it because our system is both master and the slave?
Right. Absolutely right. Yeah. So because this our system is a standalone cluster, it's a single node cluster. So our data node and name node are one system only. Okay. So that's why we are having only single data node. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead. Then Hadoop fs hyphen ls slash. So this basically this will list out all the directories, all the files in your HDFS. Okay, so if you want to see that how many files are there in your HDFS, this will list out all those files. Okay, so now see here, see these are the files in my HDFS. Okay, for you so many files will not be listed out because since I'm using it very frequently, I have uploaded multiple files, multiple directories, so that's why there's many things you can see. Okay, for you there will be only few of the files. If I tell you these files, I think till 10, and this HBase one, this solar one, okay, some this benchmark, okay, so for some around 5-6 files, 5-6 directories you will be able to see. Okay, no files as such, this txt file kind of files you will not have, you'll have the directories only. Okay, so when you load, you can if you'll do the ls, so it will show you some of the directories by default जो कि default आपके cluster में present है. Okay, after that if you'll place certain files or certain directories over it, then you can see so many things. Okay, so that is basically showing you by listing out, it's just showing you that how many files you are basically holding in your HDFS. Okay, it will not give you that this see here, it will not tell you that your file is being distributed among or your file is being divided into certain blocks. No, it will give you uh, just the file name, a complete file name. Okay, now then HDFS, Hadoop FS DF HDFS. Okay, what it will do, report the amount of space used and available on currently mounted file system. Okay, so how much space is being used. Okay, so this will basically give you, this command will give you that. Okay, so Hadoop FS, okay, I'll clear it first. Hadoop fs hyphen df hdfs colon slash. See, it has given you the file system is this, size you total size you have is this, used space is this, available space is this, and how much percentage you have used. Okay, so it's 2%. Okay, so this will give you the size available at your end. Okay, then Hadoop FS count HDFS will give you a count of number of directories, files, bytes, everything. Okay, so Hadoop fs hyphen count hdfs slash. See, these are the number of directories, these are the number of files, total space they have taken, and this is the state of your HDFS. Okay, acha. See, make sure when you are practicing out your these commands, okay, make sure that after Hadoop you have a space. Okay, then fs, after fs you have a space. Keep a note of the spaces which we are using. See here, hdfs colon slash, it's one thing, no spaces, but here you see hyphen ls, then a space, then a slash. Okay, so here the spaces are very crucial, so just keep note of these spaces here. Okay, now if you want to make a directory, your standard command which is make mkdir, that you can do. Okay, so let's do that. Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir, okay, and slash, let's give it a name. Okay, suggest a name.
Big data.
Okay, tick and enter. It's done. Okay, so if I want to see that whether this directory is created or not, which command should I go for?
LS.
Right, so Hadoop fs hyphen ls space slash. Okay, so this directory here, this is the directory which is being created. Okay, see the date. Okay, till now we don't have any file in it, so 0 is the size which is being shown here. Okay, now I have created the directory. Now if I want to place a file into it, okay, so what we can do is Hadoop fs hyphen put. Okay, then I give the location of the file. Okay, and then the location where I want to place, yani ki source location and the destination location. Okay, so again clear it so that Hadoop fs hyphen put slash. Now I'll give the source location. Now see, source location can be from any location. Okay, now here if I'm using this file, let's say, I'm afraid these files are there or not. Okay, so let's create a new one. Okay, okay, and let's create big data score test. Okay, and .txt, let's make it a text file. Okay, and let's place some content here. Okay, and let's just copy it, and okay, so let's say this is the content. Okay, now let's paste this file big data underscore test to our HDFS. So I'll write, see what I'll do is I'll first check the location of this file. Okay, so since this file is on desktop, I'll see and go to the properties and see the location. So this is the location of this file. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll show you both ways. Key, if whether I have to write the complete path, or since it's on the on the desktop only, and I'm also in the desktop, will it work or not? Okay. So home Cloudera slash desktop. Okay, and big data underscore test dot txt. Okay, so this is the source of the file, and the location of the file is big data. Okay, and enter. Okay, so it has taken the file already. Okay, so what I'll do Hadoop fs hyphen ls and see, directly go to big data, and let's see whether my file is there or not. So see, big data folder is holding one file. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's just create a duplicate of this file. Okay. I'll make a
So,
copy and paste, and okay, let it be copy only. Okay. Now let's try otherwise. That I'm already on in desktop, so I'll take put, and I'll directly write big data underscore test copy. Since I've created a copy of it, see, right now I'm moving this file in the HDFS. Okay, so don't just get confused. This file we have already done. Okay, we have not moved it, we have just sent a copy of this file to the HDFS. Okay, moving is different, but we have just sent a copy of this file. Okay, I've created a duplicate file here, same file, but now I'm placing it by using directly and not just giving this complete path. Okay, so copy dot txt and give the location big data. Okay, so it should take, what's the issue? Syntax error. Okay, it is not accepting the copy these brackets. Okay, so let's change the name. Okay, rename it and टेस्ट टू कर देते हैं इसको. Okay, and now let's try it again, and okay, and end. It has taken. Okay, now if I'll do ls again, so now we'll have two files. Okay, Hadoop test and Hadoop test. Okay, so this means that if your terminal, you are on the same directory as this, like if you have opened the desktop terminal and you're moving a file from the desktop, then you can directly use this type of method. But if you are somewhere else, your file is somewhere else, that you need to have the complete path. Okay, got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these concepts are, like similar to your Linux thing. Okay, in that also you do the same thing, you follow the same thing, right? So that is similar to that. Okay, so now let's come to the command. Then okay, we have put a file, we have seen what is the directory holding, using the ls. Okay, now um, okay, now let's say कि I just don't want कि I should place my file in the in some directory. Okay, I want that I'll directly place the file in HDFS. Okay, like for example हमने यहाँ पे एक डायरेक्टरी के अंदर फाइल पास किया है, बट मुझे डायरेक्टरी में नहीं करना, मुझे डायरेक्ट करना है. ठीक है, मुझे ऐसे ही फाइल को प्लेस करना है. So what we can do is, in that case, what you do is you write a loop fs put, give the location of the file, and then write hdfs colon slash. Okay, so this will directly place your file in the hdfs, not in some directory. Okay, so another file we can have, any file which, let's create a file. ठीक है, this is the file. Okay, and I'll just place this file in the hdfs directly. So hadoop fs hyphen put, and since the file is in the desktop, so I'll not write the complete path, simply I'll write hdfs commands underscore demo. So hdfs underscore commands underscore demo dot txt, and hdfs colon slash, and enter.
Ma'am, there is a mistake in the extension .txt.
Oh yes, it is small. So it is directly in the now let's ls it and see we have placed it or not. So yeah, here is the file. Okay, now see, again there is no content in the file, so you can see bytes are 0 byte. Okay, so this is how you can place the files like that. Okay, now let's say if I want to check what kind of content in my file is there. Okay, so हमने इस वाली फाइल में content रखा था, so let's try out doing the cat command. Okay, so using the cat command you can do. Okay, so again I'll clear it first. Okay, hadoop fs hyphen cat, and since the file is in big data folder and the file name was big data, क्या नाम था पूरा, big data test. Okay, so the file name is big data underscore, yes, underscore test, sorry, capital T, test dot txt. Okay, and enter. See, it has shown us the content of the file. Okay, but here that doesn't means that by doing the cat you'll able to see all the content. That means that let's say if I'm having a huge file, let's say कि वो file, huge file in the sense कि let's say 1,000 rows around is there in the file. Okay, 1,000 or 2,000 rows are there. So cat will not show all those things, all those data. Okay, it will show you the first few lines of it. Okay, so cat will just give you a glimpse that what kind of file you are having, or what kind of uh, data you are having in your file. Okay, so this is about the cat. Okay, so देखो अब क्वेश्चन ये होगा कि कैट कमांड हमें किस लिए यूज आ सकता है. सो कैट हमें यूज आ सकता है, लेट्स से कि आपने कोई प्रोसेसिंग किया है, ठीक है, क्योंकि जब हम हडूप में either you use MapReduce or something, so in that case you will not be able to see the output directly on this command line. ओके, आपको आउटपुट कभी भी हडूप ऐसे कमांड लाइन पे शो नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, व्हाट इट विल डू, इट विल ऑलवेज स्टोर द आउटपुट इन सम फाइल. ओके, दैट वी विल सी जब हम मैप रिड्यूस का प्रोग्राम करेंगे, तो आप देखोगे कि वो आपसे बाय डिफॉल्ट ही वो हर बार आपसे आपकी आउटपुट लोकेशन मांगेगा. ठीक है, आउटपुट डायरेक्टरी की लोकेशन मांगेगा. अगर आप नहीं दोगे तो वो आपको एग्जीक्यूशन ही नहीं करने देगा. ठीक है, वाई, बिकॉज मैप रिड्यूस में हर स्टेज के बाद, ओके, इन मैप रिड्यूस एज वेल वी हैव स्टेजेस ऑफ डूइंग द प्रोसेसिंग. सो वो हर स्टेज के बाद रीड और राइट ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करता है. यानी कि एक स्टेज कंप्लीट हुआ, उसका आउटपुट राइट होगा डिस्क पे. ठीक है, फिर वो डेटा वापस से रीड आउट होता है, फिर सेकेंड स्टेज के पास जाता है, फिर सेकेंड स्टेज प्रोसेस करती है, उसका इंटरमीडिएट आउटपुट डिस्क पे स्टोर होता है. तो नंबर ऑफ रीड राइट ऑपरेशंस आर देयर इन द मैप रिड्यूस. सिमिलरली, तो जो भी आउटपुट मैप रिड्यूस जनरेट करता है, इट विल ऑलवेज स्टोर ऑन द HDFS फर्स्ट, एंड देन यू कैन see the output through using this cat command. ओके, तो इसका पर्पस बेसिकली इसलिए है. ठीक है, आपको टर्मिनल पे आउटपुट कभी भी जनरेटेड नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है, हाइव हुआ या आपका स्पार्क हुआ, दैट इज डिफरेंट थिंग, बिकॉज दे हैव अ सेपरेट विंडो फॉर द टर्मिनल. ओके, बेसिकली वो एक अलग शेल पे वर्क करते हैं. ठीक है, इनके शेल पे यू कैन सी, बट इफ यू आर डूइंग मैप रिड्यूस, सो on that terminal you will not be able to see the output. Okay, it will always be stored in a file, and then you can access the file to see the output. Got the point? So that's why we have this cat command. Okay, also it is beneficial because it's not like that always you will be moving a particular file from your local system to your HDFS. Okay, ऐसा हो सकता है that you have a proper mechanism of capturing the data. Okay, let's say आपकी कोई API आपने बनाया है, ठीक है, आप उससे डेटा फेच करो. ठीक है, और you don't have this idea, you just have a understanding कि ठीक है वो API किस तरह का डेटा जनरेट करेगा, but you don't have the a clear picture कि डेटा अगर आ रहा है क्या आ रहा है. Okay, so just to get a glimpse of what kind of data you are dealing. Okay, so for that as well you can use this cat command. Okay, so clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then we have remove command. Okay, if you want to remove or delete a particular file, okay, so you can use this rm. Okay, similarly, if you want to delete a directory, that then you have this rm -r. Okay, so let's try out these two commands. So let's go for this directory only. Okay, so let's say hadoop fs -rm slash big data slash big data underscore test, and let's remove the two number file. Okay, and enter. It's deleted. Okay, what you can do is you can ls and you need to remove the name of the file and just ls the directory. Now you'll see only one file, this one file. Okay, two, the second file we have removed. Okay, now if I want to remove this directory, what I can do is hadoop fs-rm-r and slash big data. Okay, and enter. Deleted. Okay, now if you ls, you will not find the big data directory. Okay, see, no big data directory is here. Okay, so we have removed it, we have deleted it. Okay, so this is what your deletion commands are: remove rm and rm-r. Okay, then we have this get command. Okay, so if you want that hdfs fs-get location of the file and destination of the file, command to put a file from HDFS to your local file system. That means if you want to move a particular file from here to your local file system. Okay, so let's try it out that. Let's move, what is this? pa.txt. Okay, let's move this file. Okay, so okay, so let's clear it out. And what's the name of, I'm moving this file. Okay, pa.txt. Okay, so clear and hadoop fs hyphen get slash pa.txt slash home cloudera slash desktop. Okay, and enter. So file exists in the desktop. Might be possible. Yes, it is already existing. So let's just rename this one. Auto trash and just rename this one to 2. Okay, and now let's try it out this again and enter. It's done. Okay, and let's check it out if we can have this PA. See, we have this file here now. Okay, so we can move a file from HDFS to our local file system. Then next command, move. We also have move command. Okay, so move command is basically for moving one file from a file from one location to another location. Okay, now here, command to move one file from one location to another in HDFS. This is exclusively talking about HDFS. Please mute yourself. Okay, yeah. So here we are talking about, okay, here for move command, we are talking both the locations should be in the HDFS. Let's say I want a particular file from one directory to another directory to be moved. Okay, so that's why we are saying that here the locations, both the locations should be in the HDFS. Okay, so Hadoop fs hyphen ls and slash, let's see what we can try it out. Okay, so let's move this demo.txt to the sample. Okay, this demo.txt, I'll move this to this sample folder. Okay,
Okay.
so Hadoop fs hyphen mv slash demo.txt slash sample. Okay, I hope the name is correct. Yes. Okay, enter. Okay, this demo already exists. Okay, let's move another one. Let's try it out. Hadoop test. Okay, so Hadoop test. Okay, and enter. And let ls it. See, Hadoop test is there. Okay, okay. So you can move one file from one location to another in HDFS. Okay, so the method is this. Okay, then you have another command which is called du. Okay, will display all the storage space taken by all the files and directories. So this du is somewhat similar to what output this fsck has given you. Okay, so the output will be similar. Okay, you can try it out yourself, or for a specific directory you want, that you can have. Okay, then copy command. Okay, cp. So Hadoop fs hyphen cp source location and destination location. Okay, so what it will do, it will copy file from one HDFS directory to another. Okay, so you have this copy command as well. Okay, so so here in CP as well, we are talking that only in HDFS only the location, source location and destination location will be HDFS. So you can try it out, either you move or you can create a copy. Okay, then you have this tail command. Okay, so tail will basically show you the last content of your file. Let's say last few lines of your content of the file. Okay, so let's say if you have 2000 or 3000 rows of data. Okay, so in that case the last few lines, last 5 lines of your file will be shown to you. Okay, last few lines. Okay, and the cat command will show you the initial data. Okay, then come is this touch z, used to create an empty file at a specified location. Okay, so how we can do that? Hadoop fs hyphen touch slash hdfs location of directory slash empty file name. Okay, so let's let's try it out this. So Hadoop hyphen touch z and sorry fs, I forgot is fs here. Okay, and location. Okay, location of the directory. So let's give the location sample only. Okay, यही वाला folder देते हैं and give the empty file name. Okay, so let's give the file name to be ठीक है and enter. So this is basically creating an empty file. Okay, so if I'll ls this, let's first I'll demonstrate कि ls करने पे this file is there or not. Okay, sample, enter. So see, the empty file is created. Okay, now let's check it out through cat what data is there or not. So cat slash sample slash command underscore test dot txt. Okay, and enter. See, no data is being displayed. Okay, so this is an empty file. Okay, so you can create an empty file using this command. Okay, then another we have Hadoop fs hyphen copy from local. So the source is at local and the destination is at hdfs. Okay, so if you want copy, you want to copy a file from your local file system to your hdfs, that also you can use by using this copy from local command. Okay, so these are certain, hdfs commands. Okay, so what you do is today your task is you install your VMware, add this Cloudera image to your VMware. Okay, and then try it out, and then try all these commands. Got the point, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope the commands are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear now? Okay, so please practice out these, and if you face any issue, do let me know tomorrow. Okay. Okay, fine. So okay, so tomorrow we'll be starting. See, if you don't have any queries, so we'll be moving to the next topic from tomorrow. Or if you still have any issues, any queries, so we can have discussion tomorrow, and then we'll after that only we'll move to the next topic. Okay, but make sure you all practice out all these things. Okay, guys.
Ma'am, is this going to be used on the next class or what?
Yes, definitely. Because see, next topic what we'll be doing is the MapReduce one. So since we have seen the storage layer of the HDFS for of Hadoop, okay. Now what we need to see is that we have the data. In these commands, we have seen that how we can place the data, how we can play out with HDFS, and how we can manage data in the HDFS. Okay. Now what we want to do is that we have data in our HDFS. Now what we do, we need to perform some operation over this data. Okay, so that we will do through MapReduce. Okay, so when we'll be discussing MapReduce, so these commands will be somewhere or the other they'll be used. Okay, all throughout, whether you discuss Hive, whether you discuss HBase, Impala, somewhere or other these files will be these commands will be used, because you will be dealing with HDFS at the base. Okay, so yes, these commands will be needed. You should have a hold over these commands. Okay, you should know what command will do what. Okay, so that's why we are discussing these things. Okay,
Wait, okay, ma'am. Then please share the
yeah,
text
I'll
file. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. I'll share this in the same mail. I'll be sending these commands as well. Okay, just in 5-10 minutes I'll be sharing it. Okay, so so that you can practice out. Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll meet. Just wait a second. I'll just take a screenshot of all your presents. So just give me a second. Uh, okay, and okay. Yes, I've taken all the screenshot. Now you
Excuse me, ma'am.
can. Yes.
Ma'am, on which module we have studied today?
What?
मैम ऑन विच मॉड्यूल वी हैव स्टडीड टुडे कौन सा मॉड्यूल पढ़ा आज हम लोगों ने
See, I have continued with HDFS only. हमने कल HDFS का थ्योरी पार्ट पढ़ा था. आज हमने HDFS का प्रैक्टिकल सेशंस किए हैं. Okay, the commands through which we can place files in HDFS. Okay.
ओके मैम टुमारो व्हाट वी विल स्टडी
Tomorrow, see, first I want you all to practice out these commands. Okay, I want कि आप लोग कल मुझसे इसी के respect में queries पूछो. Okay, only then I can judge that whether you have practice out or not. Okay, तो
ओके
पहले practice करो. कल I want कि आप इस regard में queries होनी चाहिए because in one go it is not possible that कि आप सारे commands बिल्कुल perfectly कर लोगे. ठीक है,
यस
तो we'll discuss